going on? What's going on? Grand rising to everyone. Good morning. However your morning greeting is. What's up with y'all? Yo, DP Rocker, salute my bro. Welcome to this episode of Coffee and Donuts for Grown-Ups. This is no children's conversation. Milk and cookies is for rookies. So once again, this is for the grown-ups, man. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Of course, it was some fight weekend. It was fight weekend. Got a lot of recap to talk about. I didn't see all the fights. I did not watch the Terrence Crawford card. I heard about it or whatever. So I can only go off of that fight from what I heard. And I'm not going to speak too much on that. But as you come in, smash the like or the dislike button. It don't matter. But you rocking with your boy, Crush the Legend, a.k.a. Mr. PSA, and I'm here to wake y'all up. Well, y'all been woke all night, man. Y'all been woke all night. Salute to everybody who's been over Just Dude's panel as he covered the live for the NUA and Butler fight. Also, salute to everybody that was tuning to Brother G5 as he covered the fight, and also Southern TV. Really appreciate y'all when y'all come through and y'all support that TWT. So, hey, man, let's just get into it. Just some general talk. Fight recap. Where should I start from this weekend? As far as I'm concerned, I'm pretty sure y'all heard everybody else's. I said my little piece right here and there, but let me just get into it and get y'all day even started a little more. So listen, fight weekend happened this weekend. We had the zone card, we had the Black Prime card, we had the top weight card. Couple fights, I didn't really get to see all the fights, but once again, I did not watch the Terrence Crawford fight, so I would touch on that shit last. The first thing I want to touch on is shout out to women's boxing. Ebony Bridges and Miss McConnell, they had a good fight this past Saturday. I think it was one of the best overall performances, even though these weekend's fights were pretty good. What's going on, PGA's big dog? Salute to you, man. Even though the fights overall this weekend was pretty good, but I got to give a shout out to Ebony Bridges and Miss Connell. I was really interested in watching this fight because, you know, the heated talks, the heated arguments between those two. This is really the first time I ever heard a woman boxer actually get called out as a slut, and she had to do special things to get herself to a certain spot in boxing. You normally hear about that in the other parts of the entertainment industry, as far as movies and music, but never in my life since women boxing existed that I heard a woman preferred to another woman fighter. Or you just got to the top in your position by doing this and doing that and dressing naked and all that. But Ebony Bridges, who's a very, very sexy female. She's a very sexy female. A lot of males like her because she got tags. You know what I mean? But guess what? She can box, people. She actually can box. Now, she might not be your favorite. She may not be your cup of tea. But the fact is, she can box. She got some hands. Now, she might not beat your favorite, but she's pretty good. I'm a fan of it. I like to watch her fight, and she put on a good performance against Connell. It was a crazy fight from start to finish. This fight was something like Carissa Shields and Savannah Marshall part 2. Set for good morning, Ashley. Salute these. Thanks for coming through. Everybody that's coming through the TWT fan, what's going on? But what I did like about this fight, that, you know, even though Savannah and Clarissa, they banged it out, but you seen a little couple breathing moments with Bridges and McConnell and Connell, man, they just rumbled. I didn't expect neither one of those ladies to make it to the final round of that fight, because I thought they was going to both gas the fuck out and it'd be a kind of default, you know what I mean? Because both ladies had gassed out. And Ebony Bridges was not afraid to put her little sexy looks on the line, and that's what we like in the sport of boxing, especially in women boxing, which I think should be getting a little more respect from some of you guys rolling to the new year 2023. I think women boxing should be having the respect of some of you showing his ass guys, because they come in there and they get it down for the ground without the extra stuff in between like we have in male boxing. See what I'm saying? So that was one of the best fights for me. It went down. I thought it was gonna go to the final round, but because of the intensity and the level of the fight, somebody was gonna have to get stopped. And Ebony Bridges came out the winner. She came out on top. But getting the stoppage against McConnell, who would not fall for shit. And she was getting hit with everything, and she would answer back each and every time. So these two young ladies was getting in the ring, and they was rock'em, sock'em, robot, throwing the kitchen sink, the vanity mirror, and everything else, the mascara kit, and everything at each other. And they answered back immediately, like, oh, you fucking hoe, you hit me like that? Well, bitch, I'm gonna hit you back even more. And it was an action-packed fight. One of the best fights I seen in the second quarter of the year. And even of the year, I think it was one of the most action-packed fights. So shout out to them for that fight. We also got this new young lady. I can't remember her name, but I think Ebony Bridges is fighting the other blonde phenom next. I forgot the sis name that had the blue shorts on, and she was real smooth, a pretty girl. If y'all remember her name, G Fizzle, you still up, bro. Hey, man, good day for covering the fight by you and Just Do and T. Y'all had it lit. People was all over the place showing the love, and I'm glad y'all rocking out, because I'm your coffee and donut. I'm your wake up, baby, to get you started. So let's keep on moving, because I'm going to roll up on out of the door with this live. But that was a great fight. Also, we had young prospect that's soon to be a champion. A lot of people's eyes is Mr. Young Tiger Johnson. Young boy is nice, and normally we see Tiger jump on his opponents, and he gets at them fast. He is no slowing down with him. But I think we've seen a little maturity in this one fight, because he decided to take it a little smooth. So y'all notice in this fight, Tiger was still the same Tiger, but instead of just, he was just smoothing it out on him, taking his time. And I think he wanted to get the rounds and get that workout in, because you don't want to get used. You don't want your system to get used to getting guys out of there and to getting used to, light work. And then once you get in front of somebody who's going to be there longer, it's going to be a little rougher for you. So it was good that he took his time. It looked like he wants to get the work in, even though he know he can get guys out there a little sooner, but he's not going to have guys around longer than what they should be. But I think, he did the right thing by taking his time and getting his work in and actually paying attention to his work. And you can tell by the way he was patient in there and the way he was doing his things. He's watching his work, but not getting stuck in his work, which a lot of fighters do in the middle of a fight. They see they work, and they get caught up in watching their own work, and then they wind up getting caught the fuck up. That wasn't the case with Tiger Johnson. So shout out to him. He's very on point. I can't wait to see what he's going to do next. Very poised guy at a very young age like that. People, that is something to worry about. And we got this new crop of fighters, man. They're starting to mature a little sooner than the other guys. And it's going to make them a little more dangerous, because when they poise like that early in their career, when they can just turn their poise on and off and have control of it, it speaks a lot of volumes for us. So shout out to him on that. Also, we had the big baby Anderson fight. Let me just tell y'all. I'm going to tell y'all the truth about the fight. Yeah, he did what he did, but he looked kind of sloppy, people. Yes, he did. And I like big baby Anderson, but he looked a little sloppy to me. And I think, even though he's good, I think they might need to slow down on him a little bit. People, let's slow down. Sometimes we move faster than what these fighters are moving. Sometimes our miles be developing faster for them than they be developing. And sometimes it winds up biting us on the ass when we moving faster than what they development is. So we try to take our time and, and sit back and watch a little more, because I know we get so excited when these fights come up, and we want to see what the biggest trash talkers are going to do, because we want these people to back up each and everything that they are saying. Big baby Anderson, he's well liked, but guess what, people? Kind of looking like Danny Du Bois a little bit. He got some holes in him that's very concerning. Very concerning. He has some holes in it that's very concerning, and he's going to need to tighten those things up if he's going to face better opposition moving on in his career, which I think, I don't know how far he can go right now, because as long as you got the king around, I don't know how far these heavyweights would get in their career as long as the bronze bomber is still around. But, in his case, he might need to tighten up a little bit. But still good shout out to him. He won his fight. It wasn't the best fashion way of doing it. He did look a little sloppy, look a little stuck, so he got some things to work on. So like I just said, he kind of look like Daniel Du Bois a little bit. Hopefully he'll work on these things, moving on with his next opponent. And his next opponent, it should be getting harder and harder for him. Nothing should be getting lighter for any of these guys who's claiming that they ready to move up. And as we sit back and watch these fights and watch how they move, then we'll know what's really going on with them. Also, man, listen, the fight for me. Oh man, the Josh Warrington fight and Lopez fight, I watched that fight. Very exciting fight. Josh Warrington is one of the dirtiest fighters you could ever get in the ring with. He's a gypsy person. You know how those gypsies get down, they wander around and they do dirty shit. It was a good fight. Good job by Lopez, because honestly, people, I thought they was going to rob Lopez out the win. I thought they was going to give it to Josh Warrington, because even though I was paying attention to watching the fight, and sometimes it got a little confusing for me because the referee, I didn't really like the referee. The referee was all for Josh Warrington. And if y'all watched the fight, y'all paid attention to it. He was letting Josh Warrington get away with a whole lot of things. He was headbutting. Yo, I counted over 25 rabbit punches to the back of the head. And this is something that these referees need to start paying attention to and being on top of the sport of boxing, because it's caused these aneurysms. And that's what happened to a lot of great fighters. So they got to start coming down on these guys when they constantly punching behind the head like that. And you can see those guys, they be meaning to punch these guys in the head like that. It ain't like they be coming up with a little tap and shit. They be meaning that shit. And a lot of times, okay, we get it. People sport of boxing. Sometimes that fighter that's getting hit in the back of the head, he may be putting himself in that position because he ducks sometimes. I get it. But as many times as Josh Warrington was throwing those punches in the back of Lopez's head, he was blatantly aiming for that shit. And hopefully, you know, his health is cool, because, you know, sometimes days later, you know, you can suffer injuries from that. So I haven't heard nothing like that from Lopez, so he's able to enjoy his victory. And I hope nothing plans out and wind up coming up later. But it was a very, very dirty fight by Josh Warrington. Action-packed fight, but I don't like to see a dirty fight. You know, just go into street fighting or go into bare knuckle. But this is the sport of boxing, the gladiator sport. You shouldn't be in there doing a whole bunch of dirty shit. You know, something here and there that's along the lines that you won't really, you know, get in trouble for. But what he was doing, he could have really did some serious damage to Lopez. But it was a good fight. Lopez got the win. I don't know where Josh Warrington goes at after this. Guess what? And I really don't give a fuck where he goes at after that. What's interesting to me to see who would Lopez fight up next, and he's going to be hard to beat for anybody because he has a very awkward style, but he's effective. You know what I'm saying? And he was doing his thing with catching him with that loaded up shot, but I think a lot of times in that fight, the way Lopez was lunging in when he was coming in with his punches, he was smothering some more work that he could have got out. Even though he did good work, I'm just pointing out the things that I seen. But that was also a good fight. Josh Warrington and Lopez was a good fight. Shout out to Lopez for the victory, and Josh Warrington, come on with that dirty shit, bro. And then had to sit there and act like that he won the fight. No, dude, you won a fight by throwing the most dirty punches. If that, you know, you score that, you put that in cocky box. How many times has a person hit somebody in a legal spot? I think they should add that on the copy box, because they be adding on shit to copy box that don't even fucking land for me. Y'all get what I'm saying? So let me move on. I really want to get to the part that I really want to get to, and I know y'all waiting for this. Yes, Mr. Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez just fought this past weekend, his second fight at 140. You know, his second fight at 140, and this guy, he got the gift that keep on giving, people. Somebody need to find out the secret so we can get the ticket. This is the second time Teo has fought at 140 pounds, and he got another gift card. Yeah, he got another gift card. Y'all, he showed up to the damn weigh-in with the big ass Willy Wonka chocolate shit. And then, yeah, he's very trash. I'm getting there, Ash. I'm getting there. And he showed up in the golden ticket. Listen, people. Now, We know he is mentally shot. Okay, he's mentally gone. But besides that, I'm not making no excuse for what it really, he ain't really that good. He never been that good. T.O. was just a guy who had some moments at 135. And once he really got in front of somebody, what happened to him? He lost. He ain't been the same. I don't give a damn about what his wife or his so-called wife is doing, and the baby might be somebody else's. I don't give a damn about none of that. Whatever you got going on in your personal life, I don't care. Once you decide to sign those papers and you go through camp and you get in the ring, guess what? I don't give a damn about that, and it's not going to matter to me, nor am I going to give a fuck about it on fight night. You still signed that contract, you went through your camp. So you couldn't have been bothered that much. All right, so this is what the excuse that these people gonna be, I wasn't at my best performance, man, because, I'm going through something in my head. I don't know if my baby really minds. And nobody wants to hear none of that shit, because guess what? He ain't talking about none of that shit after he got that motherfucking gift card victory. Yeah, and he's done. This dude is done. He hit his goddamn ceiling. He ain't gonna do nothing at 140 pounds. There is nothing for Teofimo Lopez to do at 140 pounds but get his ass whipped. And like I said, people, yeah, he looked like something at 135. Look at everything he was fighting. Look at everything that he did beat, that he looked good beating at 135. Let's just consider what really took place, okay? He was good and effective against who he was good and effective against. His punching power never been there, people. Everybody don't have punching power. Everybody don't have punching power. Every time you see somebody knocking somebody down, they get a couple TKOs, that don't really mean that their power is real like that. And that's the case with this T.O. cat. His power is not like that. It never was like that. Soon when he stepped up in opposition, what happened to the knockouts? What happened to his knockouts? It didn't show up it didn't happen with Loma. It didn't show up with Cambosis. So what makes you think it's going to show up at 140? Oh, because he's going up the weight, he can't make the weight no more? No, that don't necessarily mean that. And a lot of y'all need to stop using that shit as an escape out for these fighters. The guy in power was never really like that. He was just knocking out guys that wasn't really great. C-level guys, D-level guys. This is what happened. Even guys that can really punch struggle a little bit when they face better opposition, a little bit. Some that fall off because their power ain't really like that. So his power was never like that. So we was praising Teofimo Lopez on his power. It was never like that. It was never like that. And it has shown he hasn't done shit at 35, and he ain't gonna do shit at 140. Now, the best next thing for Teofimo is to go get some healing. He need to get some healing. He need to step away. He really need to go somewhere secluded. Somewhere where it's nothing but woosah, like Von Sway. He really need to go to a temple somewhere. Go somewhere. He need to go somewhere high up or even low down. Stay away from everything. Get his mind right. Don't even think about doing no jump rope, no push-ups. Don't put no gloves on. Don't do no PT. The only exercise Teofimo need is the mental, because he is fucked up in the head. But like I said, if he get in the ring and get his ass whipped, I'm not going to say, well, he was going through something. Well, his mind was stable enough to sign on to this shit. So it's stable enough to take that ass whipping without having any excuses after it. And here he go, unsure his damn self. It's all over the place. They should make that into a motherfucking record right now. They should make it into a record. You know what I mean? T.O. should come out with a record. Do I still have it? And bring Eddie Kane in there to sing the motherfucking, to sing the hook. For real. T.O. might need to change gods. I don't think he worshiped Jesus. Well, I don't know who he should worship. Because no, worship is a whole nother thing for me. But even Christ himself, could help it. You see what I'm saying? What's going on, Just Do? What is going on with this man? So he really needs to get his mind right. He really needs to take a break because, just like that movie, man, this ain't no country for weak men. Boxing ain't no ring for weak men. Boxing is no stage for weak minds. We let people slide in on clout chasing to build themselves up. But other than that, we not going to care. Don't bring your sob stories over there. Because your sob stories didn't matter when things was going your way. Don't bring your sob stories in as an effect when things go the opposite. It is always like that. Whenever they on the winning side, all the stuff that can be going on with them ain't effective. But soon when they start losing, things don't go their way. Oh, I've been going through this and through that. But bro, you wasn't saying that. You've been going through this shit. He's been going through this with his woman for 8 minutes. This is not nothing new. What he been going through with that female been going on for a minute, even when he was winning. And he knew what he was dealing with. He knew he had a hot tamale. He knew he had to pass around. He knew what was going on. But he decided to try to wife it up, to think it was going to change. Ain't nothing going to change, nigga. Nothing's going to change, bro. It's the same performance, different stage. Same performance, different stage. So he's been going through these things for a minute now. But now, it's starting to take effect on him because now he's not as good as he should be or not as good as he really is. And then everything just spiraling over. So it's starting to look like it's the mental thing more so than the fact that he ain't that damn good. So I'm giving you both sides because I am equal. I'm equal on that. He 50% is his mind and the other 50% he ain't never been that goddamn good. So this is not a shit on T.O. And this is not, come on, man, let's come together and bow our heads and have a little prayer for T.O. I don't give a damn, but this is boxing and this is what we do. We cover what goes down. And we, just like brother Just Do the voice, we all give people they just do. Some of y'all just don't like it because sometimes they just do has to come with a little bit of doo-doo. So here it is this morning. There's your poop on Teofimo Lopez and this whole situation. He need to get himself together, but he need to just don't worry about getting in the ring with nobody. Stop clout chasing, saying you're going to do this and saying you're going to do that and knowing you ain't equipped in the mind or even good enough to beat these guys. You don't need to add your name on to nobody else. You a big show yourself who, just for the bullshit that you're going through. And that's for any other fighter that's acting in the same energy as this young man is acting at. So he really need to get himself together. And anybody else that's a true warrior, fan of Teofimo Lopez, y'all need to talk about this man doing any sort of a fighting. He's mentally fucked up. He's mentally beat down. You see how NUA just ended the fight against Butler? That's T.O. You see how Devin Haney beat up on Cambosis? That is T.O. mentally. Anything that you can see that just happened in the sport of boxing to somebody that was on the wrong end of that shit, that is T.O. mentally. The ass whipping that Clarissa Shields gave out, that's T.O. mentally. Rolly is T.O. mentally. What happened to Rolly getting knocked out, that is this man mentally. And boxing is not a good or safe place for a person whose mindset is like that. So he really needs to take a step all the way back and get this together, because before he can do this again, he got to get this together. And this is really fucked up. I think this man is more messed up in the head than when Wilder went through the shit that he had to go through with the bullshit with Fury. You see what I'm saying? And the bullshit headaches that Devin Haney had to go through with Cambosis, with the obstacles and throwing this, give me this and give me that. And, that is T.O. mentally. Mentally, he is beat the fuck up, people. And you can't expect to be at 140 pounds and expecting the people to keep on saying, yeah, T.O., we're going to give you a break. So listen, sanctioning bodies and you wicked ass judges, stop giving people shit. Make them earn it. Earn your paycheck by doing the right thing. Because you're not helping these guys out. You cheating for these guys, giving them scores that they don't deserve. You're not helping them out. You're not helping them out because in the long run, that little shit that you keep on doing, you that little judge over there that keep on letting me slide every time you always judging his fights, it's going to catch up with his ass to where you ain't going to be able to help him. You or no other cheating ass, sanctioned body ain't going to be able to help him. Trust me. It has happened in boxing. You can see some referees' face and shit. They know there's a certain plan going on. You think they don't be knowing what be going on? Man, they be knowing what be going on. Well, that just messed up the plan because this guy has just depleted the whole plan. Someone left a card. I don't know if one of you guys needed the key to get in. This one right here? Here it is. So yes, they left it overnight.
I was here when we left yesterday. I was like, you guys coming soon?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, people, but he's definitely a done guy, and boxing is really not a good place for him right now because of where his mind state is. And I don't think anybody for any amount of money should be, struggling or even straining themselves to do something that they're not in the mental capacity to even do. You can't pull off nothing right or do anything right if your mind is not right. The moment you go to work in the morning, your mind is all messed up, that good job you normally do, you gonna mess up. And then you be like, oh, what's going on? You having a shitty day. Yes, because you needed to get your mind right first, but you did not do that. What's going on, Wellwood School? You didn't get your mind right. So, going back to what Ashley's, he might need to change boxing guys, if anything, Ashley, because he might need to change boxing guys real quick. But yeah, wow. But we didn't get Shushu Carrington this weekend. We didn't get Jalil Tucker. We got Xander Zayas. He fought this weekend. Pretty good fight. He still has some tightening up to do. Hold on, people, don't mind that for a second. Just bear with me for a minute. It's giving you a problem?
Yeah, it's weird. That's just screaming towards my mom. Oh my gosh.
You might need to go. You think you need to go down to the second floor?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because I can't do nothing.
Those guys that do the programming for Amazon?
Yeah. I know.
Seriously.
I can tell.
I look in, I back to the door. I see an output fire. I said, well, that must be the output. I lay my wires on it, the door's working. Then they get in, they're like, that's programming. And then all of a sudden, they change the output on me to a different output. So
right.
Actually, something else fires. I'm like, what the shit? Pick the output. Stop changing stuff.
Exactly.
Programming. But it worked yesterday before we left. We tested everything. And now it screams like it's opening.
Yeah. But it won't open.
It's firing the inner door now instead of the outer door.
Oh, not a good way to start a morning, man, right?
2 wires. One when you back to the inside, and it gives a trick to the door to unlock it. And now when you patch from the outside, it unlocks the inner door first. It's supposed to open the outer door.
Right.
And then you step in, and then the inner door opens.
Right.
So they did something.
He did something.
Yes,
it's always something.
Oh,
yeah, y'all, but yeah, you know what I gotta do, bro. But what else that took place this weekend? Xander Zayas, he got a couple holes I think he's gonna need to tighten up on as he step up in opposition. But I think he's pretty good. He might be pretty much all right. What we got? One more? Do we have one more fight this weekend? Is it any more boxing? Holds out the final few weeks of 2022. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was kind of surprised because I was really on the downside. I didn't really expect too much in the last quarter. of this year because, some things had happened. But nonetheless, we wound up getting some fights that really held up for things that we did not get, and which is good, which is a great thing. So we moving on into 2023. So everything that took place, most of this shit would be left behind. But what we looking forward in 2022 is for the best to keep on fighting the best, man. And that's what we need to happen. As far as everything else, I did not watch the Bud card, so I can't go but so far on that. But I will say this. This is what I can say about Bud and Avenir. It don't matter to me. It don't matter to me. It don't matter to me. Hey, salute to whatever success it had. That's all I can say. But I want y'all to go into 2023 and forget about this fight. I've been telling everybody overnight. I even told Brother Knockout, I said, hey, Knockout, get over it. It's not happening. Ladies and gentlemen, people around the world, my TWT family, YouTube world, my LDBC homies, everybody, listen, PSA for today. This fight is not happening. This fight, this is what I want y'all to do right now. And everybody that's in here, this is what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to take that fight, all right? Because the heightness of the fight is about this small now. It is straight. This is what I want everybody to do. All my family, everybody, casuals, content creators, friends, foes, pimps and hoes. This is what I want y'all to do right now. Take that. Do away with it. This fight goes on a list of fights that never happened in the sport of boxing. Sad reality, but it's the truth. Sad reality. Get over it. I do not want to hear nobody talking about that fight in 23. If you need to talk about it for the last couple weeks of this year, do so. But it's not happening. It's not happening. And I want everybody to stop giving that shit light. I even want EJ to just go on, and even though he just put out a new line of t-shirts, I got one ordered. After this, bro, just fuck it. Because now it makes it seem like that he needs this guy. You don't need that guy. You never needed him. He just wound up being a motherfucking asshole who has that belt. That's it. Get over it. It's time for you to move on. You don't need him. EJ don't need him. You don't need him to make him. That man only has something that EJ wanted. That's it. Because I really want everybody to go into 2023 not talking about it. I don't give a damn what anybody else says. I don't care if he come out of his mouth and say, yeah, we're going. He say that shit all the time. But then right after the fight, another indirect or, nothing at all. Just give up on it, people. Just like we never seen the body snatcher fight any of the four kings. Get over it. And we wanted to see the body snatcher fight the four kings. And the body snatcher wanted to fight all of the four kings. But we don't know if the four kings wanted to fight the body snatcher. So guess what? For us that was around at that time and remember, because we wanted to see the body snatcher fight Herms, Hagler, Leonard, and Durant. He wanted them all. It didn't happen. So we had to wind up getting over it. We didn't get Riddick Bowe and Mike Tyson. We didn't get Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis. Get the fuck over it. This fight is another fight that goes down, people, that we ain't getting it. I want y'all to stop torturing yourselves. I want everybody to stop wasting their content. Doing content on it is finito. It's over. Please, it's serious. It's over. We got other things to worry about. The man don't want to fight him. Point blank, period. I don't care how you try to shape it, color it, size it, how you try to make it smell, make it taste. The man don't want to fight him. Guess what? If the man don't want to fight him, then fuck it. The man don't want to fight him. He don't want to fight him for whatever reason. Doesn't mean that I agree with the reason why you don't want to fight him, but okay, I respect the fact you don't want to fight him. Okay, you don't want that smoke. You don't want to be bothered. Yeah, let's get into that too. And they've been eating his ass up lately on that too, people. Let's talk about that. How about that? And then we had all these people out here. Hold on, let me open up a fresh bottle or something. You know, I got the state beverage to fuck up. Let me open up a fresh one for that, baby. This might not be the coffee, but this shit is brewing. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that. All the Bud fans, all the Bud admirers, the nut huggers, the ass crack smellers and all that. Yeah, all those type of Bud people. Most of his fans, they fit those descriptions, people. All this, oh yeah, man, yeah. He trying to go for the money, you know, PBC ain't trying to pay no money. All this shit. Yeah, guess what? Yeah, he getting that money. Comes to find out. Come to find out, ladies and gentlemen, Tay-Tay, the beautiful Tay-Tay. Hey, Queen, how you doing? The most beautifulest fucking voice you could ever whisper anything in your ears, Tay-Tay. Alright? But all this stuff about, oh boy, this old celebration, this, that, and the other. Yeah, he getting that money. Yeah, this new company coming on, man. You know they coming on. Man, we trying to find out who's backing them. Who's backing them? Is it a cartel? Who's backing them? Guess what? They got the money. They gonna pay him. This, that, and the other. Blah, blah, this, that, and the other. Oh, he's a fool. She went over there with Bud. Then come to find out. And thanks and thank you to all the people. And I must say to TWT family, because they was the ones I seen it from first. The true numbers. The true numbers. Oh, yeah, thank you. Ricky. Peace to the God, brother. Ricky always on point. Been telling y'all about this boy all night long. All day long, all night long, for the past couple years. Come to find out, his purse is only $2 million. $2 million. $2 million is the guarantee. I thought he was getting 5. 5, 10, $2 million. Guaranteed, and then 70% of the pay-per-views, and you know that'll equal out to another $6 million. So we saying about $8 million. Then it might not equal out to the 4, $8 million. But you know, this is what he wanted to do. That man is comfortable with making his money the way he's been making it his whole career, people. And can you blame him? Can you actually blame him? In a way, you can't. But also in a way, you can blame him. The reason why we can't blame him is because, you know, he sold people and told people that he was the best pound for pound, or people just automatically put him up there with no proof. Man never fought a pound for pound opponent in his whole resume. He never fought a pound for pound opponent, but over everybody he got out there. Shit, they was even putting him over Canelo. What the fuck did he do to get put over Canelo? Are you serious? Like he wasn't even thinking about that, right? How did all of a sudden, you know? It's crazy. But they get excuse the noise. They're doing a test for this cage, for these guys to get into this cage. But yeah, he never fought a pound for pound worthy opponent, and none of these things. But getting back to what I was saying, the reason why you can't blame him. Okay, you can't blame him. Pamper Bob Pamper Bob is the reason why that man feels the way that he feels, because he was getting spoiled. Pamper Bob gave him a whole light yellow brick road, a whole light Yellow brick road. They didn't have to worry about running to the lions and tigers and bears and everything else, the flying monkeys and this, that, other. They ain't have to worry about none of that. You know, so, okay. Hey, you know, you ain't really trying to fight no fucking body anyway. How about I give you this? He was comfortable with it. And, you know, he made some money for putting out, accepting very low risk. Man never suffered an injury, this, that, and the other. Never really seen him banged up and stuff like that. You know, so he got pacified and got used to it. So, you know, regardless of the reason why he said he was leaving Bob Arum, shout out to Ricky Williams. He put the truth out there, what was really the reason behind him leaving Bob. Not because Bob couldn't make the fucking fight. Bob was going to wind up making that fight. Ricky Williams told us. Ricky Williams told us. You know, that's the only reason, because Tampa Bob was really going to make that fight. But guess what? Everybody was thinking and believing Terrence Crawford that Bob was not trying to make that fight at all. So you figure, he's hating on him to stop his Hall of Fame run. He hasn't done anything Hall of Fame-ish, but okay, we got a lot of people that get credit for things that they don't rightfully deserve credit for, but it's life. You live with it. But he got very comfortable, and you would do the same thing too. So you don't have to prove nothing to anybody. So you could come up with this, with your own narrative, and people gonna follow behind it. And people follow right behind Terrence Crawford. Yeah, he is Hall of Fame. Well, you know, it is kind of easy to sell to the casual mind because of what he was doing, but to the above casual mind, we need to see more. And it's not the fact that we dislike or we hate these fighters, but if we sitting out here doing content on these guys, bigging them up, this, that, and the other, we want to just do. You're not equaling up to what we're saying about you, bruh. At least the good side. You're starting to equal up more so to the negative side. So which one are you? And we see that this guy really don't want no heavy smoke. He never did. You can't say that they all fighters, but they not scared to fight each other. That's bullshit. Everybody be scared. You ever been to war? You ever been to war? I'm pretty sure my military people know what I'm talking about, because that's the war I'm talking about. You ever been to war? You think when motherfuckers is shooting, you think they ain't scared that they might get shot back, but this is what you gotta do? Come on, man. Same thing goes for boxing. What do you mean? Everybody's afraid that I might get clipped. I might get knocked out. I might get dropped. I might just get my ass beat. What makes you think that don't go through these fighters' mind? That go through every fighter's mind. No matter if they tell you that or not. Some just have a better way of channeling and handling it better than others. But come on. Even fighters that retired undefeated. But the whole thing is, yeah, losing is a possibility, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be a possibility. You understand what I'm saying? This is the situation with this guy. So what I'm saying, in a way, we seen what this guy was really about the whole time, but we ignored it. We seen it. I blame myself for that. We seen this shit. I knew it. Some of y'all same as I, but we like, oh man, we got faith in this motherfucker. He don't want to lose. And the thing is, I don't even think it's the factor of them losing. It's the way they going to lose. All right, come on, people. Let's be real. All right? What do you fear about dying? What you fear about death? Now, most people would say they're afraid to die, but everything gonna die off at some point. But it ain't really about you're afraid of dying. You're afraid about the way you would die, because you don't want to die in a way that you feel as though that you don't deserve to die yet. You may be a person who walks a peaceful life, don't bring no negative energy to you, none of that. So automatically, you shouldn't have to die off in a way that like you did the world world needed to get rid of you. You know, you're a peaceful person, you mind your business, you eat healthy, so you think healthy and all that, and you just walking down the street and you get shot 15 times. That's what people fear of. That's be your fear. Ain't the fact that you dying is the way you want to die. About the way you die, or if you want to die too soon. Other than that, you ain't fearing death. And with these fighters, the thing about losing is that they fear the way they going to lose. Or should I say they be nervous? That's anybody. What's one thing we know that exists in the sport of boxing that we tell a lot of people, fans and even boxers, not to get hung up on? Don't get so hung up on into guys knocking out people. Because that's what people think boxing about knocking motherfuckers out. No, it's not about that. That's a part of it, but it's not about that. But what normally happened to every fucking knockout artist in boxing, they wind up getting knocked the fuck out. Why you think some guys wind up moving a little lighter? Because they don't want the same thing to come back to them that they put on somebody. Come on, people. 360 degrees. We talking. So everything that a fighter has put out on some opponent, you don't think they fear that same shit coming back? But see, the real ones, they roll with it. Listen, man, I ain't afraid of losing, and I'm not afraid of how I'm going to lose. It's a part of the game. I might get back everything that I've been putting out. It might just happen to me. So be it. This is what I'm here for. Face adversity. A loss don't fucking make me or define me. But with some people, certain things define them. That's why they don't go but so far in the sport. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they don't go but so far, and that's why when they get to a certain point in their career, they start to move funny. And this is the situation with Terrence Crawford. See, it's not just about Errol Spence. It's been about fighting the best of the best at their best the whole fucking time. The whole time, baby. This always been his plan. Bob was going with the plan for a minute, but we know how Bob gets that sometimes, and he knew it. That's why he decided to get up and went out of there. Because he knew that Pamper Bob was going to flip mode at some point. I need that money. I need the money. I need the money. Huh? Didn't Bob wind up putting goddamn Floyd and motherfucking Oscar? They had to get that shit because Floyd said, I'm the next thing up. Let me get some of that. Oh, I got Oscar going on over there like, all right, fuck it, motherfucker. I went out. I'm going to pay you, then I'm going to beat your boy ass. You think, Baba, since you fucking left me, I ain't giving you no shot at motherfucking goddamn Oscar? No, he's still dead. Y'all know what this shit is about. And Terrence Crawford knew. Everybody should know Bob Arum's plan. Everybody. Every fighter, anybody that gets find this fear, discovery fee for him, know what it is. Depending on where you are at some point, whatever is the large amount of money he can get out of you, he gonna really want that. That's why that boy got up out of there. And he told me, you, and the rest of the damn world, the reason why I'm leaving this man is because I can't get this big fight with this dude. Nigga, you ain't had a big fight since you left this man with nobody. Nobody. And here we go, he gets another gift card on his resume at 147. The most shittiest resume I ever seen out of anybody who was big talks in a weight class. He ain't fought shit at 47. He never fought shit, people. This is his old plan. Oh, I can make this money like this. And I ain't got to go in there and be on a 50% chance of me getting a 50% chance or more of me getting my ass whipped. Man, I think I'm going to operate like this, and this is where we at today. So what I'm saying to you, now we all know what's going on with this situation. Leave it the fuck alone. Leave this shit back in 2022. Exactly, Josh. What are we talking about? It's over. It's over. And I'm going to say it to my bro, the analytical one again. Knockout. Salute my bro, the analytical one. Throw the wishing bone away. It's not happening. It's not happening. Forget about it. And he gonna duck his Mando too. Because it may come around and Bruce Ennis is still in that #1 spot to be his Mando for the WBO. That's not happening either, people. That's not happening either. It's not happening. He been showing us the way he wanted to move, but we wasn't paying attention. So are we supposed to still continue to praise a person that moved like this? Nope. And then he don't really give me no good memories to fall back on. None, to be honest with you, because you ain't fought nobody. Sean Porter ain't no fucking body. Sean Porter wasn't who the... Sean Porter ain't shit. Huh. Then come to find out, people. Woo! Come to find out. Mr. Motormouth, Mr. Overbite, Mr. Put on an acting, man, everybody, banging like an angry ape and shit, wanting his bananas, dung, 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 and put on an act like his daddy was the one that really did it without letting him know. But thanks to Just Do, T-Dub-T, y'all be coming with the presses, man. I'm gonna start calling T-Dub-T fresh off the presses because they be dropping shit fresh off the presses. Fresh off the presses, and Just Do was the first one that I seen that picked the video up showing look like this. Y'all see how you look? I got the look down pat. Do I got the Sean Porter look down pat? Yeah. Did I get it right? Did I get the Sean Porter act down right? Did I get it right? Because I like to do reenactments. I wanted to be a movie star at one time, though. Never wanted to be a movie star. Fuck that shit. Huh? This is Sean Porter. You know, he trying to slowly move the joint, right? Like, you know when you wink your eye, but you don't want nobody to see you, catch you winking the eye and shit? Like a little squint. He act like a motherfucker. He just got a shot of motherfucking dialect, motherfucking medicine. Is like trying to make it seem small as possible so nobody else will notice it. Then then the referee, hey, what you doing? Really? Really? But then y'all want to turn around. Y'all the same people, some of y'all. Y'all want to turn around. Then, you know, say, oh, guess what? He did a better job than EJ did. No, he didn't. He ain't fight the better version. At least the motherfucker took the ass whipping. This motherfucker was like, yo, Dad, I'm about to get stretched, Dad. Don't let this happen to me. Daddy, don't let this happen to me. If you love me, Kenny, you ain't gonna let this happen to me, Kenny. And Kenny was gonna let him get knocked the fuck out. Don't get it twisted. Kenny was gonna let him go out on his fucking shield. He wanna go out on his shield. Mr. Badass, Mr. You know, oh, this person ain't ready, and get the fuck up on out of here. But y'all wanna give him credit for that. I ain't giving nobody no credit with a motherfucker that waved the white flag on. That don't mean you that bad. That means he's more of a wimp. When a person quit, that doesn't really show how good you are. That just shows how bad and weak they are. I'm going to say that again. Just because a person quit doesn't mean that the person that didn't quit is actually a bad motherfucker like that. No, that means the quitter might just be that badly awful as a wimp. Gotta know the difference. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, people, because I've been asking to do a lot of things before the year is out, but it look like they ain't gonna get done. So I got a problem with a lot of people, but we'll take care of that later. What's going on, my man? How you doing? We'll take care of that later. I've been talking about getting these award shit. God damn it, I'm starting a war. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you want to continue on to next year. I'm just saying. What are we doing? We know where things stand at. And we know some standings are not going to change. Let's forget about that. We still have enough things left. Moving on to 2023, right? To where we can look at. You know, I can't, it's a done deal, baby. Sorry, not what happened. Sorry, it's another one. And this is boxing. Guess what? It's going to be a few more other big fights. That's going to go on the list of fights that never took place. So get ready, get warm, put on a shoe, put a whole outfit. The fight ain't happening. The man don't want to fight that man. The man don't want to fight that man. That man don't want to fight that man or anybody else of any value. That's why, here. Who? Huh? Who's who?
Hey, Mike.
Never heard of this guy before. Who? His name never came up. Any good name, besides, any other good name, you don't want no parts of. But all his fans will say, well, no, want your man fighting first. Want your favorite fighter fighting first. But ain't this the dude that everybody been calling Mr. Pound for Pound for no reason? Never had a reason to call him Mr. Pound for Pound. Yep. What you say? They did take the card with him because they was having a problem with getting in, so they went down to the second floor. Yep. Yeah.
I'm in the building.
I'm like, what's gonna happen? Get over it, people. It is what it is. So listen, man. I don't know. I'm looking forward to January. I don't think we have anything this weekend coming up or the weekend afterwards. But I'm looking forward into us closing out the year, giving out the awards and things such like that. And then after that, we gotta get ready for early January. We have my man Tank Davis getting in the ring against Hector Luis Garcia, which is gonna be a good fight. We got Mel Charlo that's gonna beat down on Tim Tszyu. That's good. So we got January to look forward to. So whatever you didn't get in the year 2022, ladies and gentlemen, just let it go. And let's just be appreciative of what we're going to get. We can't be appreciative of what we can't get. How you doing, boss? How you doing? Can't get everything all the time. So this is just one thing that was on everybody's bucket list as a sports fan. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's never going to happen. Let it go. We got enough to look forward to. You understand what I'm saying? So going into January, like I said, we got Tank in that card. I know a lot of people is looking at, waiting to see how Tank is going to do. How about what Floyd Mayweather came out and recently said? Floyd Mayweather is hurting people. Floyd Mayweather is hurting. And you can tell he's feeling it. What's up, Thrill Hill? He's feeling it because he recently came out and said, oh man, now Tank ain't gonna do nothing without me. Tank better hope he made the right decision. This, that, and the other. How can you already say, besides you haters, and besides him as being a hater, because y'all the only ones that want to see these things first, right? Well, how could you say that a guy ain't gonna get nowhere? He ain't even started his journey yet. That comes to show that just jealousy. You know that Aaron Hall song, I miss you, I'm talking to you, baby. Yeah, he feeling that way right now. Floyd is feeling that way now. Now y'all about to see a whole sissy fit if you haven't seen one. So I'm right. I said it first. You're going to see a whole sissy fit with this dude. All right? He's probably building up right now to come out with an exhibition card the night that Tank's fight. Hey, I don't know who the hell Floyd Mayweather think he is, but guess what? Just like Al, just like Bob thought you wasn't going to do it without him. Didn't you leave at the right time? With deja vu, motherfucker? It's Tank Davis. How you already shooting him down? That's nervousness. That's nervousness. The boy got that action-packed card already. Woo. The boy got an action-packed card already. Woo, that's why Floyd, like, that wasn't no reason for him to come out. Oh, Taker's not gonna make it without me. I'll be like, well, damn. Little motherfucker that learned a little something. That's the first thing I would have said. Soon, if I was Floyd, I would have seen what Tate putting together, you know what I mean? And he got a nice card. I'd be like, hold up. Shit, I'm gonna miss the little motherfucker, but goddamn, I'm glad he learned something. That man is so stubborn and stuck in his ways, he hating on that so much, and he can't even give himself credit from that. That means the young man has learned something, people. But I think because of that, the way they put that card together, as fast as they put it together, I guess him and Sir Nose and everybody else on that side didn't see that coming. They're like, what the fuck? No, they didn't. No, I thought he was a Riri like Rolly. I thought Calvin medicine in his eyeglasses, don't help him out. Because, sometimes when people wear prescription glasses, their medicines don't, be good. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, this is what I'm saying. So that sounds like a bunch of nervousness. But he shouldn't have to worry about that or put any ill hate out into the universe towards this young man already. That means it's hate. And anybody that's a Floyd Mayweather nut hugger is hate, bitches. It's hate. You can tell right there and then. It's hate. So the young man is doing something right. Hopefully he continue to do that. Hopefully he is successful in his wins. Me as a Tank fan, I ain't overlooking nobody, but I'm confident about my boy. And I'm telling you this, just like anybody else, they already told you, and ain't nobody, if anybody else didn't jump on, I'm telling you before the ones who ain't told you yet. Hector is going to be a harder fighter for Tank than fucking Ryan. Go ahead, say something. I dare y'all say something. Go ahead. I dare y'all tell me right now that I'm tripping. I dare you to tell me right now that I'm tripping. I dare you to tell me right now that I am tripping. But look, y'all, I'm about to get up on out of here. It's your boy, Crush the Legend, a.k.a. Mr. PSA, representing the almighty, mighty, the intangible, the uncanny, T-Dub-T. Once again, ladies and gents, players and pimps, thanks for tuning in for this morning's Coffee and Donut for Grown-Ups. I hope y'all like this episode. This is what I'm going to be doing in the morning. G5 used to do the AM cleanup a little sooner, and I noticed he's stretching out a little more in T and them. They got to stretch out a little bit, so I'm going to fill that void, because then that's going to run y'all into the night joint. That's going to be totally off the hook. I really appreciate y'all coming through, showing me love, man, as y'all leave out. If you haven't pressed the like button coming in, do it on your way out. And once again, this is your boy, Mr. PSA, Crush the Legend, a.k.a. the wild guy of T-Dub-T. And I see you people later on today. Have a blessed morning. We out.